You've probably heard me say in other videos that the aim of the Perceived Value series is to help you attract better clients, quality clients, premium clients. Today, I want to talk to you about what that actually means. So, here's the big idea: the wrong clients will drain you. They'll drain you of all your time, they'll drain you of all your energy, and finally will erode you of all your confidence. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 red flags that help you spot the wrong clients. So let's get in. Red flag number 1. They question your price right from the start. The first words that come out of their mouth is, "That's too expensive," or "Can I get a discount?" Or, "Okay, can you do something small just to start with?" Now, a client discussing price or money is not really the problem. The problem here is when they lead with that, when that's the first thing they are super concerned about, especially for a service that requires expertise. For commodities, when you go to a shop and you want to buy something, usually the first words that come out of your mouth, especially if you can see the product, is, "How much is it?" And then you buy it, you walk away. If not that, the first words might be, "Do you have this available?" And then the second will be, "How much does it cost?" Transaction closed, and you move on. But usually for service-based businesses, especially those that require a level of expertise, when you lead with price, it's a big red flag. Why do I say that? Because the client is first of all coming with a challenge or problem that they require you to solve. For that reason, it goes without saying that if I pay little money and the problem still doesn't get solved, I wouldn't have achieved my goal as a client. So the best of clients lead with value. They want to find out if they can get the result that they are looking for at whatever price that you're quoting. So look out for it. It's usually a red flag if the client is leading right from the start with money or price. Now, what you should know is these are the same clients who would want to push your boundaries, who would want to argue over invoices, and probably finally never show up after months of talking. So that's red flag number 1. Take note of it. They question your price right from the start. Red flag number 2, when clients have unclear goals, but then still have high expectations. They have unclear goals, but yet high expectations. So when a client cannot really tell you what they want, they cannot articulate to you at least the end result that they are looking for, or what success is going to look like, or what pain points they want you to resolve for them, then that is a big red flag. Now, if the clients cannot articulate it so that they say things vaguely, like, just, I want something that looks good, or I'll know it when I get there, things like that, it's a red flag. You need to push the clients to be able to tell you at least either the problem they want you to solve or the solution they wish they had or the end results that they are looking for. So watch out. These are the clients that will definitely have you running endless revisions, and there's always going to be frustrations on both sides. And finally, what we call scope creep. What scope creep simply means is you agreed on some deliverables, but it definitely exceeds and you have to put in more work. When a client lacks clarity, but still demands perfection, you become the scapegoat for their confusion. Red flag number 3. if a client disrespects your time or your process. What do I mean by this? If you have a prospective client who, for example, books a meeting with you or a call with you and never shows up, or say they take days to respond to your questions or your emails, and yet they expect you to be very urgent and speed things up from your side. Now, look out for these. If a client also ignores your instructions or they decline to follow your onboarding process, a process that's supposed to help you gather a lot of information so that you can serve them in the best possible way. So remember, you built your process to help you save time, save energy, and also enable you to deliver great service. So if a prospective client or anyone at all cannot respect that time and that process now, then imagine after they paid you, they will literally think that they own your life. So look out for that. It's a big red flag. A bad process fit is also equal to a bad long-term fit. So that's red flag number 3. Red flag number 4. When they act with urgency, but then cannot commit, at least with the speed they are coming with. So when you see a client coming very hot, they want speed. When do you need this? ASAP. We need it, in fact, yesterday. But then all of a sudden, they go silent, quiet. No communication, no contract, no payment. That's a big red flag, and you need to look out for it. Because urgency without action is just chaos. So you realize you end up spending a lot of time preparing and stressing about what it is that you need to do and how you need to resolve whatever challenge it is, only to be left hanging. So that is red flag number 4. Red flag number 5. If they drain your energy early on. So what this means is actually less about what they say to you, but more about how you genuinely feel, especially in the early stages, whether or not money has exchanged hands. So for this red flag, you have to trust more of your gut. If how they make you feel is a bit uncomfortable, then listen to that instinct. Some of the signs you can look out for is if you dread their emails, you don't want to see their phone calls, or you feel anxious whenever there's a meeting that involves them, or you're constantly second guessing yourself. All of these are some signs that you can look out for. It's about the feeling, and you need to trust it a bit more in this particular red flag. Remember, the best clients do not drain you. They actually energize you, and you end up so enthusiastic about what problem that you are solving. All right, so we've looked at the 5 red flags or the 5 signs you need to be looking out for. Let's recap them briefly as we wrap things up. So first one is price is their first question. Second, unclear goals, yet high expectations. Then the third one is no respect for your time or your process. Fourth one, urgent but no commitment. And finally, you feel drained even before you get started. All right, so here's what I want you to remember. Not all money is good money. Yes, I know you need money for your business and all, but every wrong client that you say yes to is one right client that you have given out, right? So that dream client who would have respected your time, valued your work, and actually pay you what you're worth, you'd have lost that opportunity. So, if you want to attract better clients for your business, then it's time to start raising the standards, and it includes saying no to wrong clients. Okay, if you found this video helpful, as usual, give it a thumbs up and share with someone else. I'll see you in the next one.